get this thing set up and I'll continue my conversation here in just a second. I'm going to lower it down. I'm lowering it to where I don't want those runners touching the ground. That'll wear them out real fast. So I set my stop. I get out and take a look. That was a little bit low. Alright. Put it forward, drop that. We're going to start off at 2. We'll probably shift up. And 2. Pull her all the way down and idle. Break on the PTO. Run her up. Across a little creek that's right here. This creek is about a foot wide, maybe a little more in some places. It's about a foot wide, and you know, some places it's like 3 feet deep. We're really thick stuff here. You can't see that. I've been in 2-wheel drive. I'm putting it in 4-wheel. We're getting ready to go through some rather wet ground. I've never gotten stuck in here, but I don't want it. I'm looking at my tires. And I know that eventually I'm going to sink, but I'm up on this grass as well. That's why we got a slip clutch, right? hot out. I got the AC on right now. I'm nice and cool. And there's no bugs that are bothering me. And I can talk to you. So I'll go around this entire property, which I think he has like probably gonna sign off for now. I'll try to figure out a way to clean the glass or something, give you a good view for a time lapse. But I don't think I have much time left on this part. So I'm about to, one of the things I like to do, well, I'm out here mowing like this. I'd really like to go, round and around and around and around the field. But eventually, after this turn here, I need to start going up and down. And the reason why is because of that steep hill. I don't feel comfortable side hilling on it. I need to go up and down it, you know, perpendicular to the contour lines. Though the tires are filled and I have a big old wide deck on it, on the mower, I shouldn't roll over, but I'm not risking it. I don't know if you saw me earlier holding on to the handle. It's pretty steep, and that was up at the top. It only gets steeper to go down the hill. This thing can go up and down the hill just fine, but it's that side hilling that makes me nervous. So I'm about to come up to a spot where I can stop for a second and mount, get back up. We'll go down to the other end. We're at the side now with less trees. I like to do this side in the dark because it's more open. Over on the other side, there's a lot of little trees I gotta go around. It's a lot easier to do that in the daylight. I'm gonna stop here in the shade and try and mount you again. I have no way of getting unstuck with me. I have to go and try and get my pickup or something to try and pull me out. My neighbor doesn't have anything. I don't know anybody else with a tractor. So, fortunately, I got it out. That was close. So I'm just going around this section here. I'm going to leave it because it's way too wet. You kind of see right there, right against the tall grass, it's all wet mud. That's where I almost got stuck there. So this grass is so tall, I can kind of float on top of it a little bit. The tractor's so heavy, I push through and I get stuck. Every year I leave that, but I try to take as much of it as I can. The sun just went down. It's still kind of light out. I've been going. I didn't see what time it was. It's 8:10 p.m. So I've been doing this for 4 hours now. I'm gonna get going here so I can talk and do it at the same time. Pull it down to absolute idle. Turn it on. Same sound. Got the problem. I just spotted a problem. I'm missing a pin on the 3-point. I just spotted that. That's why I carry spares. It was that pin that was kind of screwed up before. So, all right. Go forward, 4, 2, PTO on. Oh. It's so violent. I'm probably a third done, and I just got a phone call with a friend of mine, and he was like, "You're only a third done? You need a better mower." Oh, yeah, it's slow, but this grass is really tall and thick. There's a stupid creek I gotta worry about. All these trees I gotta worry about. As you can see, I'm being tossed around in here pretty good. The ground is not smooth. These tractors don't have any suspension. And I'm coming to that creek. Thinking about it, that's not necessarily a good thing. You shouldn't hear your slip clutch slipping. When the tractor's under a load, when the mower's under a load, the tractor should also be under a load. took you off the mount so I can show you a little bit more. That's looking west. There's a big spot I missed. Somebody stopped me. They stopped up on the road there and was walking out. And so I stopped, talked to them, thinking that maybe somebody wanted to hire me or something like that. And they told me that I missed this spot. I didn't find it very funny. Looking east, that's the hill I get to go up and down. Oh, here we come to the creek. Back tires. That's looking west. That's the steep hill. I do not want to side hill that hill. Going up and down and going this way. That's best. So the brush hog does kind of suck. It does leave a little bit. It doesn't kite it all down very well. But it's a brush hog. It's not a lawnmower. Coming up to the end here. Any other implement other than this mower, I'd probably pick up to turn around like this. It's got that tail wheel on it that rides up off the ground. I'm not too worried about that. So, a couple of things I wanted to also point out is that I've been brush hogging now under a pretty heavy load. I mean, this is some tall grass for a little over 4 hours. And oh, here we go. Here we go. Front tires are in. So I left the bucket on. I was thinking about taking the front end loader off to give me more room, but I used the bucket to kind of help the front axle across that ditch. Anyway, there's that engine lug down. Under heavy use, engine lugs down, slip clutch isn't slipping anymore. I got out earlier and I felt it. It wasn't hot. I couldn't smell the clutch burning up anymore. So, which tells me I think I probably got it just right. It's a trial and error thing. So anyway, brush hogging for about a little bit more hours, and it was hot today. I think the high was 90 something. But we had some wind. Okay, so the wind chill, bring it down a little bit. Where I'm going with this, and right now the sun's gone down, so it's probably cooled off quite a bit out there. The sun, or the tractor is not overheating. So, well, I got to turn around here at the end. So brush hogging and 90, 80, 70 degree weather. I don't think it really matters that much. Under heavy load, the engine, and that needle really has not moved. Right there. The other thing is, holy crap, I gotta turn this down a little bit. Because that AC, I'm starting to get a little chilly in here now that the sun's gone down. With that sun high in the sky, I was having that up on about number 3 on the fan, and that was keeping it pretty cool in here. I'd say it's probably like 65 degrees in the cab right now. It's pretty cool. With the sun up, it's probably about 70. So, but I've been sitting here. Another thing, about this tractor right now I'm really loving. I'm gonna do it for you in a second. I gotta cross the creek. Ugh. something. I think it was my phone. The other thing I'm really loving about this tractor, somebody asked a question on the forums, is the cab really worth it? Is it quiet? My response to that question was, it's not. I mean, you can hear I'm having to speak up just to hear myself. I can hear the engine. I can turn up the music, and you hear music right now. I got it all the way down because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But it cuts out the outside noise pretty good. To demonstrate this, I'm going to open this rear. That's what it would sound like if this were an open station cab. That's almost unbearable. So does the cab cut out the sound? Not all of it, but enough of it. Creak. So it might be. Yeah, slow down a little bit over the spots. You gotta be asking yourself, why doesn't he just go along the creek and do that side of the creek and then do this side of the creek? The very first time I tried doing that, the very first time I mowed this field, I tried doing that. And so I went along that creek. And I tried very hard to stay out of the creek. But sure enough, I dropped that tire into the creek and it got stuck really bad. Had to get a farmer from down the road to come pull me out. It's really embarrassing because that creek is about as wide as my tire and it's mud and it meanders. Oh, good grief, it's so rough. So I just simply crossed the creek. So another question that was brought up that I've been sitting there thinking about. Gear drive versus hydrostatic drive. So if you don't know, a gear-driven tractor is simply that. The engine, through a use of a flywheel and clutch, drives a drive shaft that turns gears in the transaxle. There's not much power lost like a hydrostatic-driven one. A hydrostatic-driven one, the pump turns the tires, more or less. The hydraulic pump turns the tires. So you lose a little bit of power because you're relying on the hydraulic pump. Can't talk either. So, sorry, come up to the creek again. Hydrostatic driven tractors are the ones with the forward and reverse pedal most of the time. And they're really great for some people. If you're doing a lot of field work, not so great. Because unless you want to set that cruise control every time you turn around or something like that, you got to have your foot on the pedal, telling it to go forward and how fast. And some people, that's all they know is hydrostatic driven tractors, so to them it's not a big deal. But if you've ever spent any amount of time in a gear driven tractor, and then you've gotten a hydrostatic driven tractor and went out in the field and doing what I'm doing now, you get kind of annoyed at it, I'm thinking. I can't imagine having to push a button every time I turn the tractor around. You know, all I do is work the pedal, work the clutch and the brakes. When I come into the turn, I push the clutch in, it brings me almost to a stop. I use the shuttle shift, go in reverse, dump the clutch, move in reverse, clutch in, put it forward, clutch out, and I'm going again at the exact same speed I was coming in last time. Well, here, I'll just show you. To talk about it takes longer to actually do it, minus the driving time. I'm gonna turn around. We're coming to the end. I'm gonna turn you around. So down here's the clutch. Here's the shuttle. Here's the brakes. The brakes are on the correct side, right? We're coming up to the end. I'm going to turn this way, back up, and then come back this way. I turn this way, clutch in, back it up, clutch in, go forward. I'm off the clutch. That time I didn't have to use the brakes. When I'm up there on the other hill, I start rolling backwards too fast and I have to use the brakes. You should be at a stop to use this, but you can be slightly moving. So some people say, well, moving your foot from, you know, the forward to the reverse is faster. I would actually like to race somebody. I don't know. I think it's just whatever you're used to. However, there was another comment, I believe it's on that same thread, on the same forum, that said there's 3 things that will kill the resale value of a subcompact tractor. 1 is gear driven, 1 is no FEL, or 1 is gear driven, 2 is no FEL, and 3 was not being 4-wheel drive. So FEL front end loader. And I would actually, so this, I clutched in and I braked. I came up to the creek here. I clutched in and I braked slightly because I didn't want to slam the front tires into that creek, right? And I'm up off it, and I clutch in again, just kind of feathering it forward. Rear tires are in, dump the clutch, and now I climb out. So I can do that pretty quick, about as fast as I can do it with a hydrostatic driven tractor. Anyway, resale value of a tractor. If it's 2-wheel drive and it's a small utility tractor, unless somebody really wants it, we're talking like one of those Ford 8N tractors or something like that, and they want it for like nostalgia purposes, or it's a good deal, and it's a 2-wheel drive tractor, then maybe your resale value is good. But yeah, if it's a 2-wheel drive tractor, don't bother with it. You might say, well, I live in the south or something like that, where it doesn't snow, I'm never in the mud, it's a glorified lawnmower or something like that. Get it 4-wheel drive. No front end loader on the tractor. What's the point? you might say, all I do is pull implements, get it with a front end loader. And the other one, the last one, was the gear driven versus HSD, hydrostatic. That one I don't really agree with. The reason why is because there's people out there, people like me, who know how to drive a manual truck, or a manual car, or a manual tractor, that prefer gear driven over hydrostatic. So, yep. This is some really tall grass. Say right now is that I have 211 hours on this machine, and I don't have any complaints about it. You know, I went and talked to my dealer the other day. I was in the neighborhood, so I was popped in and just said hi, kind of a thing. Talked to him a little bit about some implements. Asked him how business was, and he said it's banging. And he's slam busy, which is a good thing. Some people complain about their dealers with these LS tractors not being helpful, or, you know, the LS network sucks. You know, there's probably a little truth to that. The LS network in the United States isn't all that well known, like Kubota or something like that. Don't get me wrong, Kubotas make a really good tractor. I think they're overpriced. And somebody might say, well, you're paying for your dealer network. You'll never be without parts or service or something like that. Okay. So this is a New Holland tractor. LS makes tractors for New Holland. New Holland dealer network is actually pretty decent. I've had to get some parts from New Holland before. And there's a New Holland dealership in town. There's now 3 in my area. Probably more if I actually looked around. But I have a good relationship with the first one I went to. Told them it's for an LS. Had to educate them a little bit. And all he said was, just tell me that you have a New Holland tractor and this is what you need off your New Holland tractor, and I'll get you the parts you need. Fantastic. I will only use him if my LS dealer goes out of business, or I need something like an emergency on a Saturday and my dealer's closed, which is what happened the first time. I needed a bolt. I could have just went to the hardware store, but I didn't know what size they were. That's a long time ago too. So if you find that your dealer is not helping you with a warranty issue, helping you with parts, getting parts, helping you with service, like if you talk to your dealer, you get a brand new tractor, you got 400 hours on it, it's 3 or 4 years old, and you need a warranty work item. You call your dealer and they tell you to go blow, call a different dealer. Surprisingly, there are other LS dealers in the United States, and I'm sure someone will help you. You might have to drive a few hours or more, you know, with your tractor on a trailer, and that sucks. It's not a good thing. And your first dealer, you should, you know, let them know on Yelp and, you know, that kind of thing. Contact corporate about them. The only way that the name brand is going to get any better is if the dealers get better. Anyway. But if your tractor is sitting in the shop for several months, or it's repeatedly going back to the shop, you really need to examine what's going on. For example, most states have a lemon law. If your tractor under warranty has gone back to the dealer for major repairs, more than, I think it's like 2 or 3 times in like a 5-year period, that's a lemon. You can go to court if you need to. Most dealers will be like, that's a lemon, let me get your replacement. And then they deal with it. If they don't, you can take them to court because it's a lemon law. It might cost you a lawyer. Chances are, though, the dealership or the corporate, LS corporate in this case, will pay court costs and your lawyer fees. It'll be judge ordered. The law is really designed to protect the consumer and not the dealer. So you shouldn't be afraid to use the law in those situations. What I'm getting at is if you get a bad LS tractor, it's kind of the luck of the draw. This tractor, you know, yeah, it has 212 hours on it now. It doesn't have 460. It doesn't have 1,060. So it's still new. But I use it really hard. Things have broken. Things have been fixed. Things will break again. I guarantee it. And I will fix it. Or the dealership will, you know, depending if it's under warranty. And that's nothing. I messed up that turn. I went the wrong way. Nothing against the dealership or the brand. It's if you choose to be negative about it, that's your fault. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox about that. But say that your tractor keeps going back to the dealership for major and minor things, or it's stuck at the dealership for a long time. Let's do that one. stuck at the dealership for a long time. I hear that one a lot. My tractor's been in the dealership. Not me. Somebody will say, my tractor's been at the dealer for 4 months now. And they can't even get to it. LS sucks because my dealer is so busy fixing other LS tractors. Seems logical. It's not. Your dealer's probably really busy working on other things and prepping new tractors to be sold. And there might be waiting on parts from like China or Korea or something like that take a while, depending on what's wrong. It's backing in underneath that tree a little bit. Dealer might not be all that big, you know, might not be all that a go-getter, sit on things, lazy, that sort of thing. Your mechanic, the dealer's mechanic might be that way. The dealership owner doesn't really know it. I mean, there's all these circumstances, right? So here's what I do. I keep an open line of communication with my dealer pretty much all the time. I don't waste his time, but if I'm in the neighborhood, I stop in, I walk through the door. The first words out of my mouth after I say hello is how's business. And I've never once got in there and heard him say his business sucks. So, but then we sit there and we talk. And like this last time, he tells me about a new implement, or a new implement dealer that he just picked up. He dumped one implement dealer or something, and he got a new one. And he was telling me all about him. Gave me a little brochure or a catalog, and I thumbed through it, you know, and we chatted. And I asked him a very vital question. If my tractor needs servicing, something breaks, under warranty, what's your turnaround time? And this was a few weeks ago, being about mid-June, I think. He said, the way things are right now, if you were to drop off your tractor in my lot, I wouldn't be able to get to you for another month. That's good information. I know that he is slam busy, his mechanics are slam busy, that they wouldn't even be able to look at my tractor for a month if I just suddenly dropped it off. You might say, well, I need a dealership that's bigger than that because I can't be down a month if my tractor breaks down under warranty. Okay? The best thing to do in that case is figure out a way to fix it yourself or hire another mechanic. When I bought my tractor, I had a conversation with my dealer about that very thing. My background in mechanics, I asked him if I ever need to do any kind of warranty work, and it's minor. Would you be opposed to me doing it and you supplying the parts? And he says, absolutely not. I welcome that. And that's exactly what happened when I broke the steering control arm. I did all the work, he supplied the parts under warranty. So, having that open line of communication with your dealer, straight off the top, straight from the start, is a very good thing. So your tractor keeps going back to the dealer over and over and over again. And it's for like little things. you know, the AC pump went out. It overheats. I bent the support arms on the front end loader, whatever. First off, you don't need to take your tractor to the dealer for every little thing. He should be aware of it. You should email it to him, is what I prefer, because then I have a record of it. Or call him with the hours and the date and the repair that you made and how much it costs too. Not that you're asking for a reimbursement or anything like that, but like that bolt that I was missing, I think that bolt cost me like $4. I'm not getting in trouble for $4. And it should have been under a warranty. I mean, a bolt rattled out of the frame. So I replaced it, moved on with my life. Same with the stop bolts on the steering. I could have thrown a big fit about that, but I didn't, because it's not major. It's a minor thing. So I could chalk that up to, oh, my dealer sucks because or this tractor sucks because I had to take it to him to get the right stop bolts installed. Instead, I fixed it myself and moved on with my life. Which brings me to my next point. Do your preventative maintenance. You can't just buy a tractor, jump in it, put 400 hours on it, and not do your maintenance. And I'm not talking about doing your 50-hour service on time. I'm talking about making sure your tire pressures are correct, making sure that your radiator's blown out, making sure that you pull out your cabin air filters, you know, everything. All the maintenance. Look around your tractor at least once a month with the wrench and screwdriver and stuff, and make sure everything's tight. That's exactly how I found that missing bolt. It had gotten loose and rattled out. So if you break it, you should also plan on fixing it yourself. Anyway, I'm just rambling on. It's kind of what I like to do, you know. If this wasn't so damn bouncy and bumpy, I'd probably be having a lot more fun. So you're got plenty of time to think. Plenty of time to think, plenty of time to talk, listen to the radio or podcast. just finishing up. I stopped last night right at 10 o'clock. I was running low on fuel, and I was starving. My diet of cherries probably isn't the best dinner. This section of grass right there I'm leaving, it's really wet. I got mud all the way around it. There's a little bit of mud right here. This last little bit, so probably 2 or 3 more passes here. These are short passes. Gotta go around this big tree. So it looks like. Around here. So anyway, I started this morning after spending some time with the family, having some breakfast, that sort of thing. I came out here right at 9:30. In just a second, I'll look to see what time it is. I'm going around this big old tree. Fails. It doesn't matter how straight I think I'm going. These last little bits always end up coming to a point. It's kind of annoying because growing up as a row crop farmer, I was taught that you need to be very straight all the time. So this tractor has just done a phenomenal job. I really put it through its paces today. I'm actually, a little bit sore. I'm not gonna lie. Being bounced around inside of here using your muscles that honestly I haven't used in a long time. I woke up this morning, my abs were kind of sore. So, when I started this morning, I gotta go around the tree again. When I started this morning, I checked all the fluids in the tractor. And because it's so rough out here and there's a lot of vibrations with the brush hog, I made sure all the wheel lugs and everything were tight. I greased the U-joints again on the PTO shaft, and I forgot to mention a grease zerk that I did not grease before doing yesterday. I greased it today, and that's on the actual wheel itself. So there's 4 total on that brush hog. 2 on the PTO shaft, 1 at the top of the tail wheel, and 1 at the bottom of the tail wheel on the wheel itself. All right, last little bit right here, just going under. Boom, that is it. We are done. Let's turn here a little bit. So supposedly, truck PTO off, freeze her up. That's as high as she's going right now. I'm gonna bring the throttle down a little bit. So I fueled it, checked all the fluids, greased everything, tightened all the lug nuts, all the lug bolts. I've heard horror stories of people out, with their tractor, and a wheel falling off because they didn't check the lug nuts, lug bolts. So I wanted to make sure I did that. And I got out here and I just finished, so let's check the time. Time is 11:30, so from 9:30 to 11:30, from 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon to 10 o'clock yesterday afternoon, $75 an hour. I'm not gonna do math right now. That's probably like $600 or something like that he owes me. So it's not horrible. for doing all this work. For the fuel cost, I mean, I've burned through probably 15 gallons of fuel so far. So yeah, my time and wear and tear on the tractor. I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me get in there. 215.5 hours. Tractor temp a little bit warmer than it was yesterday, probably because there's some dust and some chaff and stuff in the radiator on that screen, which I did not blow out this morning. I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's got so little bit to do. It's not, it's not getting that hot yet. But I bet you when I blow it out, it'll drop down a little bit. But anyway, this is already a really long video. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, post them in the comments field below. Please ask questions. We all get these tractors to do various jobs, and some of these jobs are, one of the major jobs is brush hogging fields just like this. So if there's anything I can do to help, that's why I make these videos. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching.